Like the rest of us, Antoine Winfield Jr. is waiting impatiently for the NFL draft later this month. Minnesota All-American safety joining us now. Antoine, what have the last couple of weeks been like for you as you work your way through this quarantine like the rest of us, but also waiting for one of the biggest days of your life?
Yeah, it's been a lot of social distancing, staying at home and just doing workouts from home, really, and just doing a lot of meetings through FaceTime and phone calls with teams and scouts now. Usually we would go and do that in person, but since, we have the coronavirus out there, the only way we've been able to do that was through FaceTime interviews, Zoom chats, and phone calls.
So what have those conversations been like between you and the NFL teams? What are they asking you?
Yeah, they're basically just getting to know me and seeing how they would use me in their scheme of defenses. And it's basically just like a quick call, just trying to like get to know each other a little bit more and just things like that.
You went to the NFL Combine, and one of the things teams wanted to see was where you were speed-wise. You posted a 4.45 40. It was the third fastest among all safeties. Do you feel like you left Indianapolis answering any questions that anyone had?
Yeah, I think so. My goal was to run a 4.3, but I'll take a 4.45. It still proved that I'm still fast enough. There was a lot of questions about my speed, but I feel like I proved that at the combine. As far as my overall experience at the combine, I feel like I proved everything that I needed to.
When teams watch the film, the one thing they'll see about you is your versatility because of that speed, because of your tackling abilities, but a lot of comparisons between both Earl Thomas and Tyrann Mathieu. Do you see yourselves in one or both of those guys?
Yeah, both of them. I grew up watching both of them play. That's why I try to emulate my game, like Earl Thomas and Tyrann Mathieu. They're both versatile. They both play the ball well. They both create takeaways, and that's just something that I try to emphasize in my game.
Obviously, the one comparison that's out there that everybody likes to make is you to your dad, but you play obviously a different position. If there's a similarity that jumps out to you between you and your father, what is it?
I would say the way we tackle. We're both not the biggest guys, but I feel like we lay the wood pretty well. So I would say the way we tackle.
I think film would say the exact same thing. On the opposite end, what would you say is the biggest difference between you and your dad?
Biggest difference. We played, I guess, the positions. We played two different positions. He was corner, I'm safety. I would say that was probably the biggest difference that we have.
As you look back on this past year, what was the best memory from an unbelievable season for the Minnesota Golden Gophers?
We did things that haven't been done in Minnesota football history in over 115 years. So just being a part of that team to make this transition that Minnesota's about to go through, it was just incredible just to be a part of it.
How did the success that Minnesota had this past year affect your decision to enter this draft?
For my decision, it was tough for me. After the bowl game, I had to think about it with my parents and my coaches. And for me, I feel like this is the best physically and mentally shape that I'm in right now. And I feel like it was the right move to go into the next level. It's always been a dream of mine. So I feel like this was the best time for me to jump into the next level.
Obviously, this time that we're all living through right now proves to us that nothing is a given. And you missed some time in your football career because of injuries while you were at Minnesota. Did that play into your decision as well?
Not too much. I was hurt like 2 years in a row, but I always knew that I was going to become better from those injuries. But as far as the injuries went, I don't think they had a decision on me coming out or not. I just feel like it was the best time for me to make that move.
As the draft approaches, and it'll be here very quickly, what are your plans for that first and second night?
Yeah, I'm just going to be at home celebrating with my family. I'm going to be anxiously waiting to hear my name called and just excited to just be in this process.
And I know everybody is excited. Everybody wants to hear their name called. And the standard answer is, I don't care where I go. I just want a chance. And I truly understand that. But do you get a sense that there's a specific kind of defense or a specific kind of coach that may be interested in you as a player?
You know what? Right now, I'm not really sure because pretty much all the phone calls and interviews have been the same. So I can't really get a good feel of what team is looking at me more than others. But, I'm going to just be excited wherever I go and make the best out of my opportunity.
And we are excited to hear the name Antoine Winfield as well. Probably not as excited as you and your family, but we look forward to it. We're going to miss you inside the Big Ten, but we certainly look forward to watching you at the professional level as well. Antoine Winfield Jr., best of luck, my friend. We appreciate the time.
Yes, no problem. Thank you very much.